Alright, hopefully this should be working right. Oh crap, I forgot to open chat. I'm so late. Okay. So, here we go, chat. Wait. What? Okay, let's start from the sanctuary. Alright, this is new knowledge to me. Apparently, A Link to the Past doesn't let you save from... Or, doesn't let you save from... Doesn't let you start from the place you saved. Right. First off, to turn on my other display. Okay, chat, is the retro filter making it lag? You know what? I'm going to turn this off because it is slowing down my game a bit. If Zelda's belly button was so big it could hold enough water to support an ecosystem of fish, would you eat the fish if that were caught there? Or would it be a person eating a person's eyebrow mites? What's the line? One who has thoughts to think has nothing left to think, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Root Vegetable, welcome to the stream. I'm just at the low right now. I started late. My CRT filter didn't work as I wanted it to. But yeah, you're out here asking the real questions. One last hit, got him. Alright, now we just need to make our way down. I believe it's around here. This is from my experience on last night. Now, for those wondering why I'm using the same thumbnail as I did last night, it is because my parents are preparing to move and having me and my brother do majority of the work. Not that I have a problem with it, I'm just saying that there's a lot of work to it and I haven't had enough time for content creation. And also, I have been experimenting with a CRT effect to put on my thumbnails. I know you guys might say I'm bad for doing this, but one thing I might have to start doing off camera is giving myself cheats to let me access later parts of the game, but just not saving. That way I can get the photo in, then put that through my editor, so that way I don't have to worry about it later. That there is the Great Fairy. Oh, these enemies are a pain in the ass. Got him. Alright. So now what we have to do is pull out our book. To open the way to go forward, make your wish here and it will be granted. One thing I don't like is that you have to do this every single time. I'm glad that later games, like Ocarina of Time, fixed this to where you don't have to. Hello, Colorado boy, welcome back! It's been a while, but I can agree with you that it's been a while since I last went live. Anyways, how are things going? Oh shit. One thing I don't like them doing this early in the game is introducing enemies that are damn near invincible. What? Things are going alright? Well, good for you. As for me, they're going alright. I mean, I started my stream later than I said I would, because I was originally planning on starting it at 6 PM CST, but my dad just said, no, you're gonna help me clean the house. Because, wait, did I ever tell you that I'm planning on moving soon? Yeah. Anyway, my parents are talking about moving. Yeah, they finally left the talking stage. Anyway, I have been doing most of the prep work. Honestly, I can't complain too much because now, a cool thing I want to do is, once it gets closer to the time I actually move, I want to start an Ocarina of Time playthrough and play through the Child Saga while I'm still at this home, and then pull out the Master Sword to become an adult once I get into the new one. Excuse my brother. He has also been overworked like me. Oh my gosh, yes I do. But, thankfully, they're talking about how, or not that, they're making my brother started to do more of it because, you know, he doesn't do very much. Okay, we need to revisit that once we get the big key, which is hidden somewhere around the dungeon. And what the hell, I hit the switch earlier. Brother, they can hear you coughing on the mic.
Alright.
Yeah, even my coworkers are starting to notice I'm stressed out. I'm hoping that one day I become super successful here on YouTube and Twitch, and I make enough to live on my own. But, you know, that's sort of an unrealistic expectation in such a short amount of time. Never would have guessed that. So there is where I can go grab more fairies. Let's see what's back here. I mean, I guess the saying is true. Anything is possible with enough hard work and dedication. Because I'm gonna be brutally honest, I thought I would never make it to affiliate. But I managed to get there pretty easily while I was still doing Chrono Trigger. In fact, fun fact about that playthrough, I was unable to talk throughout the first quarter of it, I think, because the thing about Chromebooks is they don't support multiple audio inputs at once. See, at the time, I didn't have this fancy silver laptop. No, I had a school Chromebook. I was unemployed, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't upgrade. Yeah, I was stuck. And get this, I didn't even have access to OBS. Well, I couldn't even change my settings. But through all that, I still did my very best. So yeah, I can definitely make it. Yes. Well, I mean, not really my first streams, but my first streams with a capture card were mute. Because my very first streams, I had a phone pointing at said Chromebook running an emulator. It was running on hopes and dreams. The games I played in that era were Sonic Adventure 2 and Disc 1 of Final Fantasy VII. I continued Discs 2 and 3 with a real PS1 and a capture card. That capture card, however, had AV output, or not AV output, AV input, and did not have a mic port. Then later on, I went to a blood drive, got an Amazon gift card, and used that to buy a new capture card, along with one of those mics that has the fuzzy tip that you clip onto your shirt and you talk into. And with that, I was finally able to speak on stream. And now, I have an Elgato 4KS, a nice laptop, and clean HDMI output for most of my collection of consoles. So yeah, I really have come a long way. Yeah, over time, I have slowly but surely been making meaningful upgrades to my setup. Even if it was just minor stuff. Wait, wasn't I already here? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what, but there's something wrong. I feel like I'm missing a key. Nope, I was just there. There it is! About time. On a side note, I bet the next Mario and Luigi game will come out next year. I am also hoping for a new Mario and Luigi, because me, along with many other people, thought that the series would never come back after what was the last one? I just know it was one during the 3DS era. But yeah, ever since, what was it, Alpha Dream went bankrupt? Yeah, ever since that, we all thought the series was dead, but it came back with Brothership, so I guess anything is possible. Which my brother actually got at GameStop, and he said he's been enjoying it, so I might have to play it on stream for you guys. Now, I just hit you, what the fuck? See, I don't get why Bowser's Inside Story got a remake. It feels kind of pointless considering the 3DS is backwards compatible with the DS. You know, I get it. They wanted to make a version of the game with better graphics. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I mean, yes, it was also a DS game, but you know, it's the more interesting one of the two. Also, when playing Brothership, one thing that threw me off heavily was the fact that the A and B buttons don't control Mario and Luigi throughout the battle. No, instead, A is used to make all the selections for both of them. I mean, yes, outside of battle, they are controlled by A and B, but in battle, it absolutely triggers anyone who's grown up with those games. Because it's muscle memory at that point. How are you gonna screw that up? our way through here. I believe the exit is over here, maybe? No? Okay, was I supposed to take the other one? Get over here! Speaking of new designs, what do you think of the Star Fox remake? Are you on the side of majority of the internet saying it looks like shit? Or do you think the new designs are cool? Because, you know, me personally, I think that the designs of the characters in the remake are alright, but, you know, they're not the best. I personally like Fox's design from the Mario Galaxy movie better than the one they're using in the remake. And also, what the hell, Nintendo? You can't just put Fox in some big project just to give us a remake. Anyway, what we're going to do now is here. Yeah, I mean, they're not good, but they're not too terribly bad. Oh, shit. Also, get this, chat. Last night, my progress didn't actually save. Yeah, it scared the crap out of me when I was trying to get a thumbnail photo. In fact, that's why I wasn't able to get a new one today. Oh, thank God I had a fairy. Yes, it looks so cool. Why couldn't they just use that one? Okay, come on. Lately, I have been playing the Star Fox 64 PC port because I don't want to buy the remake. And the one thing I would like the modders to add to it would have to be mouse aiming, because that is a key feature in the remake, apparently. I seriously do hate those fucking tiles. Oh great, here comes the boss. What the hell? Okay, apparently I have to use my bow. I overestimated the amount of arrows I would need. I wonder if the remake is a test stop to see if there are enough Star Fox fans before moving forward with the new game. I mean, yeah, that could be true. I mean, of course there are. This is an IP that's been abandoned for quite a while. Also, speaking of abandoned IPs, give us a new Kid Icarus. Uprising was a great game. All they're giving us is virtual console stuff and the occasional appearance, or not occasional, the obligatory appearance in Super Smash Bros. Alright, now I really have to lock in here. What really makes this fight annoying is the rocks of throw. Yes, give us another... Yeah, give us a classic style Donkey Kong Country game. Mods. Okay, there's one more. What the hell? Auto. Alright. It took me forever, but I finally got it. You won the Pendants of Power. Your goal of finding all 3 pendants is in sight. I have yet to buy Bonanza, but it doesn't look too terribly bad. Lately, Nintendo has not been doing too well with redesigning their characters for the Switch 2 era. In fact, I don't even want to see what the new Zelda game would look like if they were to make one. I have yet to see if I actually make anything from that. Not what I meant to do! But I can tell you something that I do make money from when I meet certain thresholds, and that would be Dubby. You guys trust this stuff? I drink it all the time on stream. The reason I just save and quit is because I believe there is either a heart piece or a fairy fountain outside my house. Yeah, they better not screw up with 3D Mario. Because ever since Odyssey, we've all had super high expectations for the next one. What about you? Did Odyssey give you super high expectations? Honestly, Wonder gave me high expectations for the next 2D game in terms of gameplay. Oh yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, Bowser's Fury is the best version of how they could possibly do an open world Mario game. That and Odyssey. Because that's one of the games they absolutely can go that route with. Not one of their story-based franchises. Anyway, there's something hidden over here. What is it? Let's go! So now we are at 7 hearts. The reason we want to stun those guys is because if you hit them with their sword, they will shock you. Because it's something that they've been doing with quite a bit of their games lately. Which is sad because, you know, they used to be the trendsetters and now they're just following trends. Yeah, a lot of people will try and say, oh, games are too linear. Well, guess what? Linear design works best in story-based games. Because I mean, they kinda did popularize it with Breath of the Wild. But still, it feels like they're milking it. Let's see what we can find through here. Yeah, about to say for a second I thought I didn't pick that up. Right, where will this take me? I might get it. It looks so cool. Also, another thing I'm glad Nintendo started doing is lowering the price of digital games. Because everyone has come to an agreement that digital games should be cheaper because you don't have to deal with all the packaging stuff, shipping to retailers, all that stuff. Anyways, what the hell is that? Okay, apparently I'm a rabbit now. Wait, I remember getting a mirror. Alright, we're starting a new piece of heart. Oh, it is? That is so cool. Tell you what, if I'm not busy, I will do a special stream for you. Hold up the Master Sword. Okay, we have to come back here later. Again, another part we have to come back to later. Hey, I'll do quite a bit for my fans. Like, it is I, Sahara, so, the Elder. I have advice. In the dungeons, you can gaze into the magic mirror to return to the entrance at any time. Do not forget this. I will not. Fuck! Okay, I was one shot, so that was expected. Yep, that same thing happened on last night's stream. I was either responding to a comment okay, like the story I was telling. So, last night I was either reading chat or wait, no, I was opening up my phone so I could read chat in real time. And what happened was I had just entered a room and there was 2 enemies there. They jumped me and I ended up dying. Oh, fuck, not this shit again. Hold up, I found the method. Now that is how you do it. First off, let's see if there's any loot in here. Okay, no loot. Got him. Okay, they're dropping magic, so we'll most likely need it. You are thinking of Link's Awakening. But yes, in that game, if you steal, then you have to go to another store to avoid dying. Also, another fun fact about that game is that if you beat the whole thing without dying, then you get an alternate ending. I mean, I'm all for bonus. Hold on, chat. My dad needs me. Okay, I am back. So yeah, we gotta run through there. Wait a minute, I could have just used the magic mirror. So we went through that one. And okay, I remember seeing this from videos. It's an alternative ending, I think. I haven't played the game, so I couldn't tell you. Anyway, once we get through there, there are these platforms that you can stand up. Bruh! I forget what happens, so you might have to look it up on YouTube. Link's Awakening alternate ending. I don't know if it is the true ending or not. Oh, that was clutch. Got him. Ah! This game loves to troll. Okay, apparently my audio is a bit delayed. Also, did you know that the French word for that is a slurred English? We need to find a way to get up there with the chest. If we don't get that pearl in the box there, then what will happen is the game will soft lock past a certain point. Or at least, that's what I have been told. I guess Nintendo is starting to improve their business skills? Yeah, I would agree with you. My one complaint is that they're trying to be like everyone else now. Which honestly, I can't say that it's just now starting, because they've been like that ever since the end of the N64 era. Because they didn't want their platform to be seen as the one for little kids. Oh. How I didn't die, there's a mystery. Now this boss here, pain in the ass. The reason I say this, because you're basically playing bumper cars, and it can knock you off the edge. Like, it doesn't kill you, it just makes you suffer. Okay, never mind. It actually does kill you. But I had a little trick up my sleeve. Hold up, I need to go set something up real quick. Alright, there we go. I just had to get rid of the buffering. Because, I don't know about you, but audio delay drives me nuts. Oh! Did I just beat him on the first try? Yes! No way, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. You won the Pendant of Wisdom. With this, you have collected all 3 pendants. Go now to the Lost Woods to get the Master Sword. Yes! I finally did it! Now, I obviously have to save. Now, I'm not gonna end stream there. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Take the 3 pendants into the Lost Woods. The Master Sword awaits you there. Link, you are wonderful, as I thought. Alright, let's go grab that. I will go into chat on my phone so I can check that clip. Anyways, are you guys ready to witness gaming history? I'm ready! You know what I find insane? Parents wouldn't let their kids watch SpongeBob, but they'd let them watch stuff like Family Guy, South Park, pretty much everything that wasn't for kids. It's because they thought it's inappropriate, it's gonna make you stupid. Alright, just like that, we got our second piece of heart. So what these do is, every time you grab 4, it resets, and you start another. In future titles, it heals you. Alright, now one thing we are gonna have to do is grab this mushroom, because what it is going to do is give us... oh, what is it? It'll give us the ability to trade it with the old lady in the shack somewhere. I forget where she is, but you can trade with her to get magic powder, which transforms those circle things into fairies. Anyway, without further ado, let's do this! Subtly. The hospital contacts you telepathically. Link, it is extraordinary that you won the Master Sword that makes evil retreat. With this shining sword, I believe you can deflect the wizard's evil powers. The destiny of this land is in your hands. Please, Link. Now, there's a cool thing you can do with this. I think it's in this game. I'm not too terribly sure. Link, help! The soldiers are coming to sanctuary. Anyway, that will be all for tonight's stream. I would like to thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you next time.